Hey everybody, welcome to the review of the Lego Technic Mercedes-Benz G500 Professional line. So this set contains 2,891 pieces and retails for 4,600 Rand. Quite a lot, but value for money at the same time. For those of you watching this video, I am Kirav Suradin, and I initially started this channel, and this is the first video going to be uploaded. I started this to display my passions and showcase what I love most, which is building Lego. So let's put this vehicle aside and let me show you the box. So the box is quite big in reality, as you can see. It has a good looking picture of the Mercedes-Benz G500. Here's a side view of it. Here's a back view. I will post more pictures on my upload, so don't need to stress about this. A lot of Mercedes logos, a lot about the functions, the dimensions, the rear view, and Lego just overall nailed this. I'm pretty happy with this set overall. So as you can see, I have two huge instruction booklets. So this is book 1, this is book 2. So these books are quite thick, and I'm glad Lego actually split these books into two separate books instead of having one big thick dictionary. So well done to Lego for doing that. Let's put book 1 aside, book 2 aside, and I'm going to show you that this is not any ordinary Lego set. It's actually a premium product, as stated on the box. It's 18 plus for experienced Lego builders. So as you turn to the first page of the manual, sorry about this guys. So the first page of the manual, the renewable packaging and stuff. So it has a nice picture of the Lego and a nice picture of the real one. A lot of pictures on the exterior details, such as the opening doors, opening bonnets, opening tailgates, and the steering wheel, and including the rich interior. So on the next page, you can see Mercedes that advertised this in their Lego manual, that it says it's their 45-year anniversary. By the way, the set was released in August 2024, and it was 45 years for the anniversary for them. Congratulations for Mercedes for this service. Here's a pretty good looking timeline about the history of Mercedes G-Class. And as you turn over, you can see that Lego has emphasized that this has been an automobile icon, and it's quite a car history. It's an off-roader, it's an off-road beast. It is remembered for a lot of things. As far as I knew, that this served a lot of military purpose for Lego, and it resembled a lot of history, rich history. So on to the designer. The designer of this set was Milan Reindl, and he's a senior Lego designer, a Lego Technic designer. Congratulations to him. And then the building process kicks off. So that's about it for the manual. Book 2 basically doesn't have any information, but here's a nice picture of the Mercedes from a side view. Then that just continues with the building process until you have your Mercedes-Benz G500 fully assembled. So this took me approximately 12 hours to build. I got this as a Christmas gift from my dad, and I'm going to go over the exterior functions. So it has an opening bonnet with a stand to hold it. It has two front opening doors, two rear opening doors. It has an opening tailgate. You can store all your beach towels and stuff. And it has a roof box that opens as well. So that's about it for the exterior functions. That's all of the opening things as well. So on to the gears and the functions that Lego Technic fans usually buy this for. the working gear functions. So if I turn this gear on the top, it enables the front steering wheel, and if I go to the driver's side, there's a steering wheel there. It turns the front wheels. So I'm actually impressed how Lego actually made that, and it actually kind of looks cool when simulating real driving. Forgot to mention, it also has an opening sunroof, but I don't really consider it as a sunroof because it doesn't have any glass. So that's it for that. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class does have a working suspension, very bouncy suspension. It's very wiggly. As to terms with the suspension setup, the front uses two independent shock absorbers that absorbs the impact. As you can see, it absorbs very well from my hand. And as for the rear, it has a rear axle that is suspended as an axle together. Let me turn this over for you to see. There we go. It's suspended as an axle. So interesting for a rear. Back in 2015, I remember that the Land Rover Defender was released. I don't get a chance to buy that, but I'm actually hunting it down right now. That had independent suspension on all four wheels, but did not have a rear axle, which is interesting for Lego changing their setup. So big advancement in Lego for this off-road vehicle. The next function is working gearbox. So it has a central differential lock, it has a rear differential lock, it has drive, neutral and reverse settings, it has a high and low speed gear, and that's about it into terms of the transmission. So the gear levers are in here. I'll post you some pictures on that. As you can hear the click of it right now. That sound of the clicking is actually the gears that's clicking, and they engage to drive the pistons. So let me just pop this out for you. So as you can see, the pistons move when I turn the front wheels and the rear wheels. So that's quite interesting. And if you like to know, it uses a new cam and piston pieces that was introduced by Lego in 2024. So if I close that, so that's about it, guys. That's all of the functions for this. Quite a lot for the money, I assume. I really like what Lego has done with this. It's for any off-road lover. This Lego is absolutely for you. I'll recommend it to people who love off-roading vehicles. For people who like sports cars in general, I would suggest you to purchase the new Lego Technic Nissan SKYLINE GTR R34 car that was recently released this year, and this is for more like people who can afford it. It's not for everyone in terms of affordability, but if you're really into Lego off-roading, Lego big bulls in particular, this set is definitely for you. I highly recommend it. It's a great set. I specifically bought the set to display, and it actually is sitting on my shelf at this moment. So it makes a good display piece. It's very strong, rugged. Suspension is very strong. It's been sitting for 6 months on my shelf, and I did hear people saying that the front suspension sags, but I don't really see an issue with that. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. Suspension is very good. If you want to see that bouncy suspension on action, go ahead and purchase the set. It will be available on lego.com, Lego certified stores, for 4,600 Rand in South Africa. In an overall rating, I would rate the set a solid 9.5 out of 10 for off-road lovers, Lego Technic advanced builders, and anyone who just wants to get into Lego Technic. For those of you wanting to start, this I do not suggest be your first Technic set. It does take a lot of time to put together, a lot of energy to put together, and just not for you starting with Lego Technic. My advice to you is to start off with something small and then slowly work your way up to the Mercedes-Benz G500. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and follow Studio Cables for more videos. See you next time. Bye bye.